It's very normal for me to be driving along and then suddenly I need my phone because of SatNav information. Not really because I'm lost, it's mostly because of traffic. Now what used to happen is I used to have things like these, well I still do obviously, holders like this for my phone. And these are tremendously unpractical if you're already on the move. Shut up, you little twerp! For God's sake, shut his mouth. Blimey, I'm a bit on edge today. So imagine you're driving along. Oh no, hang on a sec, there's traffic up ahead. Let me see if I can find an alternative. You get this out, and you have to take both hands off the wheel to stick this in and then open with one hand, not even easy, and then put the phone in. It's terrible. So this is not a good solution. Then I decided to go for a one-handed solution. I could deploy one-handed and put the phone in one-handed, but it was a bit crap. I bought it online. It was one of these and it looked all right, but then the phone would fall out of the cradle very easily indeed, especially on corners and such. And then for the next solution, I put a strip of foam tape here on this drawer. Just a strip of foam tape. As you can see, it's degraded over time, but that's because I've been picking at it. Thing is, on corners it will fall out. So yeah, that over time, that became less and less of an option. Then I made my own, and I made a video with that, and the video actually came out rather well, and you can check it out if you like. You know, there'll be a pop-out banner up there. Problem is, it didn't stand the test of time and it broke. And instead of making a new one, I thought I'd make another one, a different one that's angled towards me. But one of them was just too flimsy, it would flop about. Then I made another one and it was just completely and absolutely cumbersome. I couldn't imagine stowing it when not in use. So back to the drawing board. I had two criteria. One, it had to be a one-handed thing. I had to be able to deploy it and put the phone in with one hand while I drive. And second, it had to be easy to store, or at least easier. So I started making some prototypes. The first one was made in cardboard, and actually it went really well, that one. I really liked it. And then there was a second one made out of ABS. It was 3D printed. And then finally, this version. So this is what the final product looks like, and it fulfills the two criteria. So it can be opened with one hand, and it will stay in place, and it can be deployed on this flap with one hand as well. So I do apologize to everyone who has SatNav here. This isn't for you, and it makes me feel bad, but sorry, it's just the way things are. If I ever have a Citroen with SatNav, I'm sure I will find a solution for everyone. Now, if you've made it this far and you think, oh, that's funky, I think I'm going to get that, then please hold on a second. Don't go and get it yet. There's one thing that you have to keep in mind, and that is that this model, this item, will not work straight out of the machine. You have to add something to these surfaces, otherwise the phone will fall out. It will fall out, guaranteed. Okay, so you can put, for example, rubber or EVA or that foam tape that's sticky on one side or something, even cardboard, though I don't think that will be as a non-slip as other materials. But you have to have that. You really do. Okay, there's no way this will work without it. And here is one I made earlier. Now, the material I used, I bought from a supermarket, and it was advertised as this non-slip material for cars. It was like a big roll, and you can cut a square out and put it, for example, here, and you can put a phone here and it won't fall. So that's actually probably the best material you can use, in my humble opinion. And you can see the places where I put it, where the phone rests, and also where the object, where the holder grips onto the lid. So keep that in mind. You cannot use this phone holder without this stuff, otherwise the phone will fall out. There is a reason. I try to make this as universal as possible, as many phones to fit, so that's why it doesn't like clamped or something. And also because this helps it be a one-handed thing. If it had a clamp, you'd probably have to use both hands, so yeah. Anyway, also I should point out that this is made to be angled. So if I put it like so, I put a phone in and it will be angled towards the driver. Okay, also it will make the phone rest against this flap. Okay, so that will give it some extra security, less chance of falling out. And by the way, don't worry if you drive a right-hand drive Citroen C5, I've got you covered. This one is a right-hand drive version. Don't know if that's visible. This covers everyone. I want to show love to my lovely right-hand drive viewers who are hard done by Citroen and other French automakers because they don't get a proper glove box like we do here in left-hand drive countries. they have to share the glove box with the fuse compartment, and that's not very cool. So here's some love for you, my lovely people. One-handed, and it fits. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you in a future video. Links for my models are below. The brand I've made up to sell these wares is called Polymetric, and you've got this, and you've got the cup holder as well, which is turning out to be rather successful. I'm very happy with that. So thanks very much for watching. I bid you all farewell. I hope to see you in a future video.